Colleges. I welcome all of you on this evening. I am thankful to Professor Ida sir, who is coming from along with his team. Last year, Professor Ida was at here to see the junction and the vision between the Biyani group of colleges and the students of the Japanese, and which come to our knowledge that with the inspiration of Professor Ida, all the Japanese team is at here with their students with the cultural and student exchange program. I am thankful to the JAST for taking such a huge initiative at a place where the innovation is still at all required. Again, I am thankful to N. Rakha Sahab. He is here to bless us on the occasion of this evening. I also welcome from all the delegates, keynote speakers from Japan and India, especially Professor Ida, Professor Yoshihata, Professor Kohi, Professor Nagao. We all have in all 13 young brains from Japan who are coming at here for the exchange program, for the cultural program, and for the learning of Indian culture and the Japanese culture. I am also thankful to all the students sitting at here of the Biyani group of colleges, which we feel that these events will make a change in your lives. How the changes will come, changes is a continuous process which will take a time. Today is the day when the 10th anniversary celebration we are celebrating it here, and this 10th year is showing that it's a continuous process of ourselves and you can reach on the heights of your education. I am also thankful to all the teachers sitting at here in the front row for the committee and the thoughts which we are going to serve at here. In these 7 days program which we are having it here will serve a great experience for all of us in all the fields of science, management, social science, and other cultural programs which we can thought that these will make a change in our lives. I hope that these 7 days will make a fruits for all of us, that we will learn from it. We will have an exchange program, we will have a technology in which we will take the initiative to develop these changes in the coming scenario, and hope that these young minds will initiate in this and will take a lead role in the event of this Indian culture and Indian society for it. I am thankful to all of you that you have given me a chance to be before you, but it is not a least but last. But I hope that all we have to come here together to collect the knowledge, to share the knowledge, impart the knowledge, and have to be really crucial for this society. I am thankful to Dr. Manish, Dr. Sanjay, and their team that every year they are making such a huge effort to take the lead, to come at here, to take the initiative with all the parts of the country, not even part of the country, even across the border. These things are due to across the border, and I hope that these thoughts, minds across the border will take
all the distinguished speakers from Japan and India and all the ladies and gentlemen, and especially my young minds. You are the reason why we are here. So thank you very much for everyone, and it's my great pleasure. I think just some of you have the feeling. Last year what we shared in BICON 2014, and this year again we are here, and I feel privileged to open and present this year event to all of you. So we are here to open the BICON 2015. But how I create, how I organize this event is very important for me. And I really make it very objectively because I know the importance of knowledge that we can share with this event that you can never get from your academic courses or your daily routine courses. So I believe that such an event is very, very important in the course of your education. So please make a good efforts to learn during this event and try to get what are the major objectives to create such an event. But one thing that I want to share with you before I open this event, one of my hero and one of my idol. From long time I was trying to invite him in this event from last 5 years. And I was very fortunate, I was feeling very fortunate to have him this year. But it couldn't happen because you all know this person, the proud of the nation, India, and Kalam Sahab. He was my dream, he was my idol actually. And now something in my soul, in my heart, that one of my dreams will always remain dream because I cannot get such person in my life again, probably. So with all of you, I want to make a moment for tribute to such a person. And you know, there is something which I want to share with this person. There was one incident when I had met President Kalam a few years ago at last particular Bhavan. He looked worried and I asked him, sir, are you okay? And he replied, son, do you know the life of sun is only about 1 billion years. And the sad part is half of it is over. And what will happen after that? So he was a person who has us thinking. He was never self-centered. He was always thinking for others, for his nation, and for the future of India. And I think it must be a wonderful example for us that how we should devote our life for the future to make the society and to develop our nation. And this is a moment that we should learn from such a person. So here I am here with you to share the objective of our welcome BICON 2015. I'm proud to say that this is the 10th time, this is the 10th anniversary, and it is very important for us. And this event is jointly organized by both the country, India and Japan, and the mission is always encouraging the spirit of research and innovation to the young mind. And my vision to do such activities, making efforts to develop interdisciplinary collaboration beyond the borders, because we have to work beyond the borders. So again, another celebration this year, we are going to celebrate 100th anniversary of Einstein formula. He is the man, he is the genius of this word, I think. He made such kind of science, I think very few people understand. What relation he has given us to understand the relationship between the curvature of Earth and the time with the relation of mass and energy. So it is just 100th year. In 1915, the concept of the relativity was introduced to the nation, to the world, and this year we are going to celebrate the 100th anniversary of such a great contribution to our society. And before moving ahead, I really would love to tell you why we are sitting here. There is one major efforts, contributions by a common man, very common man, who lead his family with just I think with a per day income of around 25 rupees per day income. And he was such a common man, but he has a very big dream in his life. And the dream was only to make education, to spread the education in the society. So he was a very common man actually, but what wonderful he has implanted a seed in his children, especially one of the persons who is sitting with us, our chairman, Sri Rajeev Biyani. He was a very common man, and I remember the moment when he was in 1980s, early 1980s. He was working in the night time as a part-time employee in one of the company and earning around 250 rupees per month by just cleaning the waters in some drug industries and making his education in the daytime. So that was the effort which was made by our chairman when he was in your age, in 20s. So the efforts made by such a person, great person, and one of his innovator. And because of these, now we are leading this journey to spread the education in our society by celebrating such activities with us. So I really salute all these our elder persons, and yeah, this is very important for us to understand why we are here and what was the mission and objective has created behind our activities. And these persons has such vision 20 years back that he thought that we should develop the relation with some technical advanced countries. So in 1998, they started to develop the relationship with Japan almost 15 years back, and that was created to lead. That was the only objective, to make a good society. So what type of society we assume to be a good society? Number one, of course, the wealth should be distributed more evenly in the society. Crime and unemployment should be very low, and environment should be protected for our life, and transport system should be comfortable, and people are courteous and polite to each other. And all these things, these elder persons realize that Japan is one of the countries that we can find such type of society. And yes, we have actually all these things in the Japanese culture strength. They are more than the modesty and humility. They are more than the social harmony through teamwork. They have social consent. They have respect and pride in all kinds of work. They have perfectionism and constant desire for improvement. They have coexistence of tradition and technology. And that was the basic root cause that why we have selected to develop the relation with Japan. So I will just tell you how the Japan making the role with this all the characteristics. You know, maybe you may not know, that there are more than 20 different ways to apologize in Japan. In India, I think we have only one or two. When we meet some problem, we just say sorry or क्षमा कर देना. But in Japan, they have more than 20 ways. So this shows that how these people have meaning for apologizing. Some of them I'm mentioning here, sumimasen, shitsure, gomine, moshiwaki gozaimasen, moshiwaki arimasen deshita, mokoto ni moshiwaki gozaimasen deshita. So these are the different apologies terms they are used in different situations. So this is one of the wonderful things which I realized in Japan. Second, they respect and pride in all kind of work. You can find only this thing in Japan, I think, that the students and teachers are sharing the work, the cleaning the toilet in the schools with together. So this is one of the characteristics of Japan. Another one, perfectionism and the constant desire for the improvement. I think some of you have seen the square melon. So Japan is now producing the square melon. So whatever we need, they can produce. So this is another quality of Japan. And recently I was very surprised to see this development, this innovative research idea by Professor Yuichi Mori from Waseda University, that now we are able to grow the plants without soil. So this is another example that if we require, we can develop something. So they have developed such type of polymers, very special polymers that can be used to grow the agricultures on dry land, on just no land, no soil. So please go through on the website to know how it is work. And another characteristic of Japan, of course, they are socially very strong. It is just a picture of near I live in Japan. Every month, the people who are living surrounding in morning hours, they get gathered and they start cleaning their outside areas. So this is the thing that routinely they clean not only their residence but outside their area of their society. And again, the social harmony through teamwork. This is one of the wonderful examples when the disaster happened in 2011. So this is a picture of just 6 days before and after of the tsunami that Can you imagine that the picture of road was just get repaired after the 6 days. So we can do if we have such a teamwork and if we have such a spirit of contributions. And another example of technology, this is a building in Tokyo. I have seen actually this one. You can see a building with a highway which is passing through it. Can you see the center? There are a big building and one major highway is passing through it. So this is another example of how technological these persons have sound. Even we can think of it. Another, the Shinkansen, the bullet trains. Can you imagine the speed? Now they reached across 600 kilometers per hour.
On a test track west of Tokyo, Japan's superconducting maglev train hits 603 kilometers an hour. In doing so, it breaks the world train speed record.
This train is set up the same way as one used it commercially. The comfort of passengers at this high speed has improved, and I think these tests should lead to stable commercial use in the future.
The test is part of an ambitious plan to build a $47 billion high-speed line between Tokyo and Nagoya. If completed as planned in 2027, the 280 kilometres could be travelled in around 40 minutes.
When they go past over 500 kilometres an hour, they do make a lot of noise. And so by having them deep underground, and we're talking about at least 40 metres underground, it's thought that they're out of the way and so on. And of course, once you're underground, you don't have to be worrying about trying to navigate around corners and so on, because you can effectively draw a track point to point and almost have an exact straight line.
If you've ever played with magnets, you know that opposite poles attract while like poles repel each other. And this is the idea behind magnetic levitation. Powerful superconducting magnets in the track and the train lift it about 10 centimetres off the ground. Then another set of electromagnets push it along. Because it's riding on a cushion of air, there's a little friction. This makes it a smooth ride and potentially very fast. Japan's also hoping to sell its high-speed train technology to the US. Last April, Prime Minister Shinzo Abe took a ride with US Ambassador to Japan, Caroline Kennedy. This push to find overseas customers is an attempt to recover some of its research and development costs. It's also a response to China's efforts to sell high-speed train technology, some of which originally came from Japan.
So, I think by next 10 years or maybe 2016, 26, I think, this such type of services will be available for public. So can you imagine we can travel a 500 kilometer distance by just 1 hour or something. So this is something very impressive. But depending on the need, we can develop the technology for our society. And these are the reasons why we have selected. And this was not now, it was the vision of the great person, actually Rajeev Biyani, that why he selected Japan to develop the relationship to further improve our society. So these are some reasons that I just share with you, that how we are grateful and how we are proud to feel that we have such relation with Japan. And together with that, I think we can develop our country also. So let me start with a little bit background of our colleges. With such mission and approaches, we are trying to merge the gap between the society and the industries, because ultimate objective of the education that it should be used in the industries and to the society, and we are really trying to bridge the gap that we still have between the society and industry. So we have started our, some of maybe you don't know, we have started our journey in 2005 by starting one of the campus where you are situated now, and we have another campus which is around 18 kilometers from here in Karwad, and we started one college in 2005, and then we moved for management course, nursing course, education, IT, management, law. Also, sir, we started the law college last year, and this year we also started one companies to develop the research and development with the name of BioSolutions. So these are the some development which we have in last 10 years, and all the educations are greatly affiliated with many recognized bodies, and I must need to highlight that recently we got the grade A accreditation by NEC last month. It was a very big achievement. So briefly, there are some milestones. Yes, we have very good strength of students who are sitting around here. We have 4,000 students and more than 500 we have our girls who are residing with us in the campus, and we have more than 280 faculties, and we have 8 institutions, and there are some other things which we can mention here. And we have many programs in all the segments covering the UG and PG programs. And yes, this is something very innovative, very I think encouraging for us, that we started just a strength of 55 girls in 2005, and now we reached 4,000. I think it is a remarkable journey, and it is continuously increasing. And I give the credit to your interest, because only because of your interest you are here, and we are able to make such numbers. So thank you very much. And instead of this, we have good relation with Japan. Especially, we have academic alliance with Saito University. We have academic alliance with Akita University, and this year we are going to develop academic alliance with JAIST. Very proud to say that. And we also have some relation with industries in Japan, and this year we developed some agreements with 2 industries in Japan. They are very good name in Japan, Tanaka King Kakuju and Bio-Device Technologies. They are basically healthcare industries. And we have many ongoing projects with the Japanese partners. And in future, we are looking to develop a medical institution, because my vision that in coming 2 or 3 decades, healthcare will be one of the major issues in India. So I think we should make some strong foundation to develop the medical part, and maybe near 5 years we are going to develop a medical college and hospitals for our next venture. So there are some academic alliance with the universities, and we have industry alliance, and we have many exchange. I think some of you will be having part of that. These are some proud students who are doing doctoral course in Japan. Now the number is 211, and we have many collaboration projects. And these are the list of students who already visited. More than 65 students from our college have visited Japan in last 7 years. And not only this, we are receiving them, and these are the few faces, and now you have new faces here. 13 new faces of speakers will be here, and I think 14 young Japanese also here. So every year we have many new faces from Japan. They are visiting us, and they are making relations with us. And these are the number of BICON that we started 10 years back with just few hundred numbers, and now they reached 2,978 in last year. And every year we have participants from Japan and India. So roughly we have more than 30 speakers from India and more than 15 speakers from Japan every year. So rapidly it's growing, and I'm very happy to say that. And I really make this contribution to all the team members who are making a good efforts to run this activity every year. Thank you very much for that. And briefly, just I let you know what we achieved in last 1 year in 2015 after celebrating the BICON 2014. So in February 2015, we have 4 students and 1 faculty from Japan. They visited us, they stayed for 10 days, they shared the culture, our education, and I'm very happy to say that they really feel so excited, very happy. They was very proud to make such trip to us, and it was very, I think, fruitful, and it was very, very productive, I think. And Akita University was especially encouraged that we are very thankful, and they really want to make such trips more frequently from now. So these are some pictures. They enjoyed our clothing, they enjoyed and they shared their exports also. And in July 2015, 4 of you young minds, I think, if you are here, some of you visited KAIST for 1 month internship, and I am very thankful to Professor Gita for organizing this one month internship program for our students. And what was the very impressive for me that one of the students was able to make a research publication with Professor Gita in just 1 month of stay in the lab. I think it was one of the wonderful achievement of such internship program. Just 1 month, and they was able to frame a research article in some good contribution. And now September we have many phases here, and in November we already have planned to make another visit to Japan in Akita, and I think 4 students and few faculties will visit Akita. So we have now very frequent visit to Japan. So this was one of the achievement last year. And another achievement, 2 of our students from science faculty and science department has been placed for doctoral course with full support from government of Japan. It was something, I think, again one very important achievement we had. And these 2 young girls will be leaving India on 30th September, very soon. And they will be arrived Japan for next 3 years, and they will do their PhD course in KAIST in laboratory of science.
This gives us a complete direction in every event of our Biyani family. So for this, once again, thank you so much. Please have a huge round of applause for our respected Rajeev Biyani. Now, I feel privileged to have such a distinguished delegate from Japan, Professor Asano, through video message with us today. He is a president from KAIST University. Ladies and gentlemen, we rarely get this kind of an opportunity to listen to the words of great personality like Professor Asano. So let's have the honor of listening to him.
President, regarding this video message, first and foremost, I would like to congratulate distinguished guests and speakers from various institutions of India and Japan, honorable organizers, students, ladies and gentlemen. I am Tetsuo Asano, the president of Japan Advanced Institute of Science and Technology, Japan. I consider it a special privilege to be invited to deliver this video message. First and foremost, I would like to congratulate Biyani Group of colleges on the continuance of their India-Japan bilateral conference to the 9th year. I'm very pleased that this time our institute, JICE, has also been involved in organizing these bilateral academic events. JICE was established in 1990 as the first graduate institute without an undergraduate division in Japan, specializing in education and research on advanced science and technology. Since then, JICE has continuously been dealing with newly emerging programs caused by the rapidly changing society in terms of science and technology. JICE has carried out many world-class research activities, taking advantage of our top-class faculty members and superb research facilities and equipment, such as cutting-edge IT technologies. Now, as you may know, India is considered one of the most important partners of Japan and our institute. The recent visit of Indian Prime Minister Modi to Japan has set a new stage for cooperation between India and Japan for prosperity and growth. However, JICE's relationship with India dates back to 2010, when we accepted the first batch of Indian graduate students. I'm very happy to mention that at present, JICE holds the most number of Indian students of all the Japanese universities. Currently, there are around 50 Indian students enrolled in the master and doctor programs and 3 Indian full-time faculty members. Fortunately, JICE got a fund from our government last year to promote the relationship between JICE and India. These wonderful outcomes surely promise possibilities of further development of our close and brilliant relationship. I'm grateful to all the people involved in these academic collaborations. Today, Asian region is moving toward the formation of a huge potential market together. But it should also be truly innovative time through collaborations among Asian researchers in the field of science and technology. I believe that India and Japan could make a great contribution to the advancement of science and technology, lending their proper and efficient cooperation, both scientifically and politically. I strongly believe with its great merits and significant values, this conference will further promote a promising future of the Biyani Group and all the participating organizations and people, including those from Japan. I hope all the sessions of this conference will produce fruitful outcomes through positive contribution by the delegates from both the countries. In closing this video message, I would like to thank all of the people who have organized and supported this conference.